Have you ever noticed that some people, they seem to serve from a place of peace, while others serve from exhaustion? Now, both are helping, both are doing good things, right? But one is flowing from wholeness, and the other is running on empty. And that difference matters. It matters because sometimes what looks like service is actually survival. Over the past few episodes, we've been talking about something really important: meeting yourself, understanding the script you've been living from. However, today we take the next step. Now, once you begin to understand yourself, you begin to understand your capacity, and you realize not everyone is built the same way, not everyone carries the same assignment, and that is not a limitation, it's actually a design. In the parable of the Good Samaritan in the Gospel of Luke, Jesus tells us a story that we all know so well. A man is beaten and left on the road, and several people pass by, but one stops: the Samaritan. He tends to the wounded man, he bandages him, he carries him to safety. And Jesus uses this story to teach us about loving your neighbor. But there is something else hidden in that story, something about capacity. Notice what the Samaritan does. He uses what he has: oil, bandages, his animal for transport, his own money to pay the innkeeper. He doesn't create resources that he doesn't have. He doesn't pretend to have the capacity he lacks. He simply uses what he has already within his reach. And that is important. Sometimes we compare our service to other people's service. God didn't ask you to operate outside of your design. Rick Warren, he describes something really great, profound for me: shape. And shape is a framework that helps us understand how we are uniquely designed. Spiritual gifts for S, arts for H, abilities for A, personality and experiences. Now, when you understand your shape, something powerful happens. You stop trying to serve like somebody else, and you begin to serve from who God actually made you to be. Think about this for a moment. What naturally moves your heart? What problems do you notice that others overlook? What skills come easily to you? What experiences have shaped your compassion? Those clues are not random, they are signals. God often hides purpose inside your design. The challenge is we ignore. And when we ignore our design, service becomes draining. We overextend, we compare, we try to carry assignments that were never ours. And eventually, we burn out. Not because service is wrong, but because we abandoned our design. So here is something simple to try this week. Ask yourself 3 questions. What breaks my heart? What comes naturally to me? Where do people consistently come to me for help? Those 3 questions often reveal where your shape is pointing. And when service aligns with design, something shifts. It stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like purpose. The Good Samaritan didn't save the whole world that day. He helped the person in front of him with what he had available. And that's what purpose looks like. Faithfulness with what's already in our hands. So I have a question for you today. Where might God be inviting you to serve from your design instead of from pressure? Share one insight with us in the comment section. Let's keep learning from each other. I am Omolayo Kwanla, the Purpose Midwife. Here we take scriptures and turn it into practical wisdom for everyday living. And I'll see you in the next episode.